Hi, my name's Denise Davis with Scout Realty, and I'm here with a new friend of mine, Beau Crowley. He owns a company called Columbia Electronic Repairs. And so I'm just going to let him tell you a little bit about his company and how he got started, what made him get started, why he is so smart, and I feel so ignorant when I think about what he's doing. So, Beau, you take it away. Describe your business.
Okay, we are Columbia Computer Appliance and Electronic Services. We service just about everything in your home, from your dishwasher to your washing machine, to your television, mobile devices, computers. If it has electricity running through it, we take a pretty good attempt to repair it if
Wow,
we can for you.
that's
I
wonderful.
started this path about 15 years ago, working for a small mom and pop's electronic shop. And it's just been a passion of mine ever since I was younger, just taking stuff apart, figuring out how it works. And it just grew kind of slowly into a profession over the past 15, 16 years. I've been doing appliances for about 8. So I got a good amount of experience with those. And, I just like to help people. That's the biggest reason I believe I got into this, is because I like seeing the smile on somebody's face when they thought something couldn't be recovered, and I made it work for them again.
You have no idea. I mean, really, it's kind of like there's nothing more frustrating than going, I know this should work, and I keep punching buttons or something, but it doesn't work. And that's when somebody
Absolutely.
comes through and they fix it. You're like, you are a superstar to me. So I totally understand that. I mean, really. So what part of the country are you originally from here, or where did you come from?
I was born in North Carolina, raised in Virginia. I
Oh,
did a
okay.
little traveling throughout the years, but once I landed in Tennessee, I loved it here. You couldn't pull me out of here with a group of wild horses tied to me.
Well, now, how long have you lived in the Columbia area?
About a year and 8 months.
About a year and 8 months. So you haven't seen, I mean, over the years, I have seen Columbia. Well, it's still doing it. It's exploding because it's
It's
kind of
expanding,
like,
yes.
I tell people I live in Thompson Station. You go through Franklin, Thompson Station, Spring Hill, Columbia, and I just see the growth just keep going. So
Absolutely.
even though you're in Columbia, you can service all these areas, and that's the coolest part about it.
It is, because we're kind of centralized to a lot of the
Yeah.
areas. Lewisburg, Culleoka,
Oh
and a lot
yeah.
of places, people that don't know about or don't have any repair shops locally in their area, don't are unaware of us around. And especially out in the more rural areas, it's really convenient that we're able to service everyone.
As for me, I'm very glad to know you're there because listen, I have things, like I said, I'm always punching buttons. My brother-in-law is very smart in electronics. This stuff, he goes, quit punching the buttons, just let it go. But it's kind of like, I know I can make this happen. So I know I'll be calling you for many, many things, I'm sure. So when you came to Tennessee, how did you kind of pick up on this area as a place to live?
Well, a friend of mine had suggested this area and told me that the cost of living was pretty reasonable and there was lots of work. So said it sounded just like as good a place as any at the moment, and it wasn't far from Nashville. So I was like, hey, I get to check out Nashville at the same
Right.
time.
Well, it is kind of fun because you can run into town and do something fun. I mean, I used to live downtown Nashville, thought I'd never leave. And then I kept coming down here selling houses, going, wow, this is getting to be really special down here. And it just keeps getting better and better. Well, what is something that this is kind of off the wall, but sometimes it helps people to go, oh, I can identify with him. So what else do you like to do when you're not got your head in some kind of electronic thing?
Oh well, I spend an awful lot of time working lately, but when I try to relax, I used to be a pretty avid gamer, not so much these days. Now I enjoy things like garden. Uh, you
Wow.
know, I spend a lot of time working with my dog.
Here you go.
You can hear him in the back now. They heard.
That's
Uh,
great.
and I'm a big pro 2A guy, so I like to target shoot a lot.
Good for
Uh,
you.
that's just something that I grew up doing, hunting and stuff as a young man. I like to keep those skills pretty sharp. Fishing, just a pretty average country guy, really.
Well, parkbench.com is slash what my site is. I get to sponsor it, and I'm so pleased to do it because parkbench.com slash Spring Hill, College Grove, Thompson Station are my sponsor areas. And the thing about this website, we concentrate on talking to locally owned businesses. And so what, I mean, I know why I think it's so great to have local businesses, but what is your thought on that?
Well, I believe I believe it benefits the community as a whole when you shop and when you use local services. Not only are you helping provide local families, an income to support their families and maybe help other people in the community, you're keeping those tax dollars locally to your community as well, which helps with our infrastructure, helps with our public schools, our roads. It helps us grow as a community. Which I believe is essential, as opposed to going to the big box stores like Best Buy and places like that.
I agree with you. Well, I grew up in a small town where you always shopped local, and like I said, then the big box stores come in and things just start changing. I mean, you need a big box store for what you need it for, but still, I like walking in and knowing the owner is involved, because usually that means the owner cares so much about that business, and you're going to get great customer service out of that. So I'm so proud of you.
And not only that, but you're not just a customer at that point. You're a neighbor. All right, you're somebody in our community with a problem, and when we can help somebody in our community, that helps everybody.
Amen. I totally agree with you. Well, Beau, do me a favor. Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, because I know they're going to want to talk to you, because everything is becoming more and more complicated, it seems. So we're glad to have people like you in our lives.
I'm glad to be a part of it. You can reach us through a couple of different avenues. We're listed on Google. We're listed on our Facebook page, which we also have giveaways. We have service deals. We also give tips and tutorials for people who like to do it yourself. We highly encourage that. Our Facebook page is One Up Electronics. You can search that, or Columbia Computer Appliance and Electronic Services. And you can message us or call us anytime, and we'd love to help you.
Well, one thing I know about you, you always answer your phone, and I absolutely love that, because I know in my business, I think, why wouldn't you answer your phone? So thank you, Beau. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Absolutely, Denise. Thank you for the opportunity. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.